in days. You see what I'm saying? What we need to be doing as a people, as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, is we got to stop and we got to discontinue doing all the things the Most High told us not to do. You see what I'm saying? Like, we got to walk away from those things. Those things have become so much a part of our lives that we don't even see the wrong in them at this point. You see what I'm saying? So we've got to learn that not only the things that we're doing is wrong according to the Lord, we gotta have a heart for the Lord, meaning we gotta wanna do right by the Lord, man.
Find out what God's law is. It ain't no religion on thou shalt not eat pork. That ain't no religion. It's simply a law. Don't eat it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no religion on thou shalt not commit adultery. It ain't no religion. It's just simply a rule that you gotta follow. God gave us them rules. We left them rules and we destroyed ourselves.
Are you on mute? This is your mic. Yeah, good.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. We the Irish Educated Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, coming straight out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under commanding General Yohana. If it's not under commanding General Yohana, it is not the truth. You understand?
That's right.
We've been bringing this out since 1969. That blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the true biblical Jews of the Bible, and our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
You understand? Like, if we don't understand that our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of by now, I don't know what rock we've been living under. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you see all over in the news, you know, people always like to say, yeah, you know, you got black on black crime, this, that, and the third. True. But here's the thing: when we commit crimes against each other, it's just that, a crime. When these other nations touch us, man, that's an act of war.
Right.
And that's what we now understanding. Like, we are at war, man. We're at war and we still acting like we're in peaceful times. You see what I'm saying? Like, you had nations that has been declared war on blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and we moving around as if we don't have enemies, man. You understand? Like, and we got to thank, of course, the Christian Church and the Muslim mosques. You understand, these black leaders for that mindset. You understand? Like, we should never be, if we actually tuned in and stayed locked into this Bible, man, and did what this Bible said, the way the Most High intended it to be, live, we would understand. Like, a lot of us would still be alive today, man.
Right.
You got the young brother that just got unalived. They making every excuse in the book not to charge, you know, them devils on that boat, man. But that brother will be alive if Martin Luther King did not have a dream to bring us all together, man.
That's right.
And that's what we got to understand. Like, we keep seeking peace. We keep seeking peace with a person, with the same person that has unalived us for centuries. But how do we keep seeking peace with somebody who's unalived us, who's done anything under the sun that they wanted to do to us? How do we keep wanting to seek peace with them? They're not trying to seek peace with us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, they making that clear. Like, I don't know if you heard, but you got white militias. You know, they always talk about the UPK, us being a hate group and stuff like that. You got white militias, a lot of white supremacist groups from Canada, and they always make it seem like ain't nothing racist up in Canada, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They all the way up in Canada, and they're combining and joining forces with the United States white supremacists,
right.
And they're going and they're training, preparing for a race war.
Right.
And that's not enough to tell you that we got enemies, man. Like, I don't know. I'm dead serious. Like, I don't know what rock we living in. You know, we just want peace, 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 peace. But if we want peace, we're gonna have to do what the Lord say, man. You understand? We seeking peace with the same people that wanna unalive us, man. And it makes absolutely no sense. Let me get Deuteronomy chapter 23 and 6, brother Michelle.
Come.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. You understand? Signing into the class. This is the Wednesday night biblical law class, and we're gonna get into it tonight.
23.
Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 6.
Come. Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 6. Thou shalt not seek their peace nor their prosperity all thy days forever.
They say, thou shalt not seek their peace. You understand? When they say thou, it's talking about us, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We should not seek their peace. Whose peace? We should not be seeking the peace of our oppressor, man.
Right.
You understand? We should not be seeking their peace or their prosperity. Like, we shouldn't be trying to live like them because they living in the hills and they doing all this and they look like they living a great life. They doing that off the blood, sweat, tears, and unaliving of our people, man.
Right.
That's what we don't realize. Like, we jealous and we want what they got. But the thing is, we not the kind of people that's going to do what it takes to get it like them, man. You understand? For all the riches that they got, all the prosperity that they got, none of it was gotten lawfully.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's what we got to understand. Read that again.
Come. Deuteronomy chapter 28. Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 6. Thou shalt not seek their peace, nor their prosperity all thy days forever.
I say, thou shalt not seek their peace, nor their prosperity all thy days forever, man. Like, when it comes to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you understand? Like, we look at this world and we want the riches because we've been so poor, man. Because we've been so poor and so disenfranchised, we see somebody else living well, and of course, naturally, you want those things. You want to live. You want better conditions for yourself. But the one thing we've never been taught is the riches of this world is not what's going to bring us the things that we want, man.
Right.
The riches of this world is not going to give us, you know, the peace that we that we so earnestly seek, or the prosperity that we also seek. The only thing that's going to give us the prosperity that we seek and the peace that we seek is understanding that we got to keep these law, statutes, and commandments, man, and we got to serve our God.
Right. We
can't be going out here, man, trying to serve these other gods, man, trying to fit in, because that's what it is.
Right.
That's why it's so cowardly, man. Like, no one here's the thing. If you go to a Jewish man, and that Jewish man say he don't want to seek the peace of a German because of the history of their people, the entire earth understands that. You see what I'm saying? But when it comes to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, when we sit and we say we don't want the peace, we don't want peace from our oppressors. You understand? We would like to be separated from them. We would like to have our own rules. We would like to have our own, our own government. People look at us like we crazy.
Right.
You understand? What has us trying to seek peace with them, what has it done for us, man? It turned us into criminals just like them. Go ahead.
Slightly, sir. And what you're bringing out is real heavy. People really got to understand the mindset of a person that want to make peace.
Right.
All right. If you watch any of your war movies or any movies with battles and stuff like that, the people who want to make peace is always the ones who've been destroyed.
Right.
It's never really the victor. The victor don't care.
Right.
You know, they know they're going to win. You know what I'm saying? It's the people that's destroyed. And for blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people, when the scripture said they're going to put iron upon your necks until he destroy you, that's the destroyed right there. Simple fact that, like, you know the atrocities and all the things that they've done to our people. You know you're oppressed. You quick to sing it in a rap song or whatever. It's hard being black.
Right.
But you still want to make peace with them because you destroyed.
Right.
And like that, allow people really, especially in today's times with the stuff that's going on, we need to understand that seeking peace with them, you a coward.
Yeah, come. And what you saying is heavy, because here's the thing. The reason it's cowardly, because here's the thing. If we got an issue with each other, right, and I do something to you, you doing something to me is like the natural reaction.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's like a natural reaction. Like, I do something to you and you don't do nothing to me. We're gonna look at, especially in the street, we're gonna look at you like you weak.
Right.
Look at you like you soft. You see what I'm saying? But of course, the Most High has other things in plan for us and stuff. So we don't condone putting our hands on nobody. We don't condone hurting nobody.
Right.
But at the same time, we have a power that fights for us, man. And all he's telling us to do is we got to serve him in order to get on his good side, man. And if we start serving the Most High will take vengeance on our behalf. But here's the thing. We don't want to serve the Most High because we seeking what the Lord just told us not to do. We seeking the peace of the oppressor that the Lord wants to punish.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, we seeking the peace from a person that the Lord hates. We seeking the prosperity of a people that is only prosperous because they unalive our people, man.
Right.
Because they've stolen from us. Because they've done X, Y, and Z. They've had free labor for centuries. That's why they're here. Not because they're more hardworking.
Right.
Not because they're smarter. You see what I'm saying? Not because their brain works in a way in which ours don't. No. We are the innovators. We're the ones who create everything. But yet and still, we're the ones trying to seek peace. We're the ones that's been victimized, honestly.
Come.
You understand? Like, you never hear the Jewish man. You never hear the Jewish man seeking to have peace with the German.
Right.
You know how disrespectful that would be to his own people for a Jewish man to go up there and seek the peace of a German man, to lay down his culture, to assimilate to the German culture. You know how disrespectful that would be to his own people, man. Yet and still, we do it, and we don't think twice about it, man. That's where the problem lies. Go ahead.
And with slight, so what you bring us heavy. When you think about that, the only people on this planet right now who can sit and have a disdain for another nation of people is nothing but devils. When the children of Israel has disdain for another nation of people, it's frowned upon in the media.
Right.
It's, you know what I'm saying? Then that because a lot of our people watch social media and stuff like that, and once the media says bad, a lot of our people go with that same train of thought. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Jewish man can be mad at his brother, the other devil, the Germans. He can be mad at them, but blacks, our Native Indians can't be mad at America. That happened a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? The blacks, like, we can't be mad at America. We don't have the privilege to be mad at our oppressors. You know what I'm saying? Because the world gonna let us know you gotta get out your feelings and move on. But every other devil nation, that's how our people really gotta pay attention to this stuff. That's why the scriptures say, you know what I'm saying, keeping the laws, you gain wisdom. Because you get to see the stuff that's going on. Like, you mean to tell me why every nation on this board behind us, they can't feel they can't have this disdain for their oppressor.
Right.
But all the other nations that's not on here, it's cool for them to have this thing for their oppressor.
And it's understandable.
Yeah.
The earth understands it.
Earth understands it.
You see what I'm saying? Drop that. Let me get first Ezra.
Come.
885, Bubba Kashal.
Come.
You know, because here's the thing. A lot of times people always say, man, why y'all always harping on the so-called white man? Why y'all always talking about him? You feel me? Here's the thing, like, still to this day, you got German or Nazi war criminals being arrested for the crimes that they committed, man. You understand? Like, First Ezra 885.
I got you.
They still being arrested. You see what I'm saying? You got America America pays Israel somewhere upwards of $3 to $5 billion a year annually,
right?
Because of the Holocaust. And America didn't put them through,
right?
You see what I'm saying? Like, America didn't even put them through it, and they paying them $5 billion a year to fuel their economy,
right?
To fuel their military. And it's like, we got this syndrome. We got this syndrome that when we want justice, all of a sudden we're wrong.
Right.
All of a sudden we're a hate group. We're hateful. No one has been punished for slavery.
Right.
There has not been one person, one nation that's been punished because of the slavery that we went through, man.
Right.
So you got a people. Look, here's the thing. They gave the Jewish man. They say, listen, in order for you to heal from what you just went through, that Holocaust, which lasted 6 years?
Come. Right.
In order for you to heal from that, we're going to set you in a different land that's far away from the Germans. You have your own economy, you have your own government, you have your own rules. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the only way you can heal from this. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we came out of slavery and had to go right back to working
Right.
as sharecroppers
Right.
for the same people that just had us in slavery, man.
Right.
We have never had an opportunity to separate from the people who harmed us, man. And not only that, them Nazi, like I just said, them Nazi war criminals are still getting arrested to this day.
To this day.
Just a few years ago, was one, he was like 90, he was like upwards of 90, close to 100 years old, man. In a wheelchair, he had an oxygen tank, he could not even breathe on his own. And he was the bookkeeper. And when they came in, they arrested him, his lawyer say he's not fit to serve. You know, he's not fit to serve in prison time.
Right.
They say they didn't give a damn about that. He had to serve that punishment, man, for what he did to the Jewish people. So the Jewish man got justice for his Holocaust.
Come.
The so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we've never had justice from the Holocaust we've been through, man.
Come.
And not only have we not had justice, we're still going through it right now, man.
Right.
So how can we seek peace with people that's unallowed us, that's done anything under the sun that they wanted to do to us, man, woman, and child? How is it possible that we seeking peace with them, man? Like, it don't make sense. You got that scripture?
Come.
Read that, Bible show.
Come. First Ezra chapter 8, verse 85. Moreover, ye shall never seek to have peace with them.
It say, moreover, you shall never seek to have peace with them, man. This is coming out the Bible, man. This is what the Lord is saying.
Right.
You should not seek to have peace with your oppressor. What does that mean, to seek to have peace with them, man? When I say seek to have peace with them, do that mean that I gotta go around and I got a mean mug and I gotta do all this kind of stuff and I gotta look at them crazy, and you know, I'm in a restaurant and I get a so-called white man, he's a waiter or waitress. You know, do I gotta disrespect them? Is that what that means?
Nah, sir.
What does it mean when we say stop trying to seek the peace with them, man?
You overly slot yourself. It's like you overly selling yourself, like trying to be super, like a what they would call a house Negro. Like you going ham to really try to appease him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like want to seem good in his eyes.
Yeah. What happens is you assimilate into his culture, man.
Right.
You assimilate into his culture. You want to be just like him. You understand? You want to talk like him. You want to walk like him. You want to celebrate his holidays.
Right.
And not only do you want to celebrate his holidays, you want to do it, and you want to be the best at it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You go to a sporting event, and they got the national anthem on. You the first one standing. Took your head off, got your head across your chest. You see what I'm saying? And you singing to the sky. That's you seeking peace with them, man.
Come.
The Lord don't want you doing that, huh?
Right.
The Lord do not want you doing it. That don't mean that you got to be, you know, that don't mean that you got to go out your way to be rude to nobody.
Right.
But what it does mean is you shouldn't allow yourself to assimilate into their culture and start to behave like them and start to think like them and start to act like them. And then you sit there and you want to be accepted of them. You feel me?
Right.
That's what happens when you start to seek the peace of them. You understand? That's what we mean when I say seeking the peace of them. It say, moreover, you shall never seek to have peace with them. Go ahead.
Come. That ye may be strong.
That you may be strong. The Lord is saying, when you seek peace with them, you are weak.
Right.
That's what the Lord is saying, man. You seeking peace with this oppressor makes you weak, man. That's what the Lord is saying. He said, do not seek peace with them. Never seek peace with them, that ye may be strong. Go ahead.
Come. And eat the good things of the land.
It's saying eat the good things of the land, man. Like here it is, we in an epidemic right now. These boys are eating the damn fruits and vegetables that we gotta eat.
Right.
You eat a fruit and vegetable right now, you might have explosive diarrhea.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Like we gotta eat the good things of the earth, man. Not seeking peace with them makes us strong that we can eat the good things of the earth. Go ahead.
Come. And that ye may leave the inheritance of the land unto your children forevermore.
Listen, the Lord say, like, we don't even think like that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we've never had an opportunity to think about leaving an inheritance to our children.
Come
You understand that? Like, for a Black, Hispanic, and Native American to live this life and say, you know what, I'm going to leave an inheritance to my children so that they can start their life strong, so they don't have to struggle the way I struggle. We can never think like that because we're struggling just to stay afloat, man.
Right.
Like, people don't realize we're still in slavery right now.
Right.
Here's the thing. Don't get paid. Don't get paid for a month. Don't get paid for a week.
It's over.
Don't get paid for a week and see what happens. We think that you got a good slavery, you make a couple of dollars, the boss like you. Let that boss get an attitude with you and lay you off and say, hey, you ain't getting paid for it. You miss a week, you miss 2 weeks of pay. You start to see how much of a slave we really are, man.
Right.
And how we're struggling just to stay afloat. You see what I'm saying? Because we don't have the luxury of getting ahead to the point where as though we're even thinking about an inheritance. Read that part again up.
Come. And that ye may leave the inheritance of the land unto your children forevermore.
They say that we're gonna leave the inheritance of the land to our children. The land.
Right.
Like, we in the projects, we in the hood. You see what I'm saying?
Come.
You talking about land. Like, we don't even think on that level because of the conditions that we're in. Like, because we're constantly seeking peace with them, we're in a condition of where we can't even think of leaving an inheritance for our kids, man.
Right.
We're in a condition where we don't even think about eating the good things of the land. You feel me? Like, we don't think like that, man, because we've been so oppressed.
Right.
And because we've been oppressed, man, like the Lord told us, don't seek their peace nor their prosperity. We've been seeking their peace and their prosperity. We've been thinking in order for us to get out this oppression that we in, we gotta make money the same way he do.
Right.
And that's when we get into the crimes. That's when we get into selling drugs to one another. Like, you don't realize that selling drugs to for a Black man to sell drugs, that's not our culture, man.
Right.
Smoking weed is not a Black man's culture. You understand? This is the culture of the heathens that's around us. You understand? But the problem is, because we seek the peace of these other nations, we go into these cultures, these other cultures, and we become the best of it. We become the face of it. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not a Black man's culture to be LGBTQ or to live an alternative lifestyle. It's not a Black man's culture to do that.
Right.
But here it is. You ever be sitting there and you watching a movie or something and the commercial come on? You know what you see when you see them HIV commercials? You always see two Black men walking holding hands.
Come.
You see what I'm saying? Like, they telling you, they say that they put a Black face as the face of HIV, which is also the face of homosexuality.
Right.
That's not our culture. The Lord say, moreover, you shall never seek to have peace with them, that ye may be strong, man. We have become weak. We have become weak because how can we seek peace with someone? It's like, how can we, like, what the scripture say? It said he has a perpetual hatred for us.
Come.
The scripture say a perpetual hatred, meaning an everlasting hatred, is what he has for us. How can we seek peace with somebody like that, man? How can we seek peace with somebody like that? Because they got a smile on their face?
Right.
You understand? Because, they say that, you're not like the rest of them. They start to gas you up, make you feel like you're a special Negro. You see what I'm saying? And what happens is you assimilate into their culture, but the flip side of that is what? You assimilate into their culture and you seek peace with them. By you seeking peace with them, you know who you declare war on?
Your own people.
You declare war on your own people, man. You understand? You can't have a conversation about real history with a Black man who wants to be a so-called white man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, he looks at you like a ungrateful Negro. You see what I'm saying? I've even heard him say slavery was so good because if we did not go through slavery, we would not have known who God was because we served so many false gods.
Come, right.
Like, we seek that peace, man, and then we start to declare war. against each other, man. And that's why we be in the conditions we in. Go ahead.
It's a lot, yes, sir. What you bring out was so heavy. And even when it comes to the other things we do, as though you was bringing out the examples of selling drugs. Another example, when you say you declare a war on your own people, even when it comes to the 9-to-5 so-called citizen that go to work every day and this suit and believing in the way of life in America, they also, because they believe going to school in America, getting you degrees and all that, that's gonna make you a better American, right? They also turn on their people, because I was working with them in the school system. Ain't nothing worse than having a black person say, the reason I don't want to teach at these schools is because I don't want to help my people. I would rather go to private schools because the white kids be chilling compared to the black kids. And I used to always ask them, like, bro, but these your people. They need people to fight for them. But nah, so it's like even not even the aspect of just selling drugs, the aspect of just trying to make it in America. When you love their way, you'll still could declare war on your people. On the simplest, people don't even probably even think about it. Like, yeah, it's teachers out here who don't want to teach black kids,
right?
But they black.
And listen, what you saying is heavy. Like we've all come across brothers or sisters. Sisters, y'all got that in y'all too. You see what I'm saying? Where if you start to talk about Black history, man, they turn their nose up at you.
Right.
They look at you like they look at you like you're the scum of the earth for even bringing up the atrocities of the so-called white man. You see what I'm saying? Like, how could you talk about slavery when you've had so many advancements?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Do you not know we could not even work in these jobs? You feel me? Like, that's how they look at it. You see what I'm saying? Like, we diminish each other and we disrespect each other when we start to seek the peace of these other nations. Because you know what? We can't tell the truth about history. We can't tell the truth about nothing no more. Nothing. We got to sit there and we got to accept everything that comes with us seeking peace, man.
Right.
If I could, let me get, was that it on that?
Come, sir.
Hey, check the title. Check the title on that.
Come. I can edit it. I
see what you said.
What is the piece where?
It's a secret piece.
Well, I can edit.
What piece?
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Yeah. If I could, let me get Matthew 10 and 34 up to show you the track.
Come.
Like, and here's the thing, right? You got a lot of people say, but what did Christ teach?
Right.
Christ was all love. Christ was about peace. He was about love. He wasn't about hate and division. We're going to see now, you feel me? The man that the Christian church claimed to serve, you feel me? You understand? What did he say about peace? We're going to get that in the scriptures.
Says
Matthew chapter 10 and starting verse 34.
Come. Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. Think not that I am come to.
Hold on. Christ said, like, when you see what colors these letters, man?
Red, sir.
These colors, the color of these letters are red. When you see these red letters, I know most of you understand this, but this is Christ speaking himself.
Right.
He said, think not, meaning don't even think this. Like, if you think this, you're off. You feel me? He said, think not. Go ahead.
That I am come to send peace on earth.
The Lord, like Christ said, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. Like, let that sink in. I can't desire to see, let that sizzle in your spirit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, everybody think that Christ is, he's so peaceful and, he all loving and he don't get an attitude. He don't get angry. He said, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. Don't even think this, man. Like, if you think that Christ is coming to send peace on the earth, man, you do not know the Bible.
Right.
He just told you out his own mouth. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. Go ahead.
I come not to send peace, but a sword.
He said, I came not to send peace, but a sword, man. Like, this is our king right here talking, man.
Right.
This is how King talking. He said, I came not to send peace, but a sword, man. Let that, you gotta think. If this was in the spirit of the greatest man to ever walk this earth, man,
right?
What should be in our spirit?
Same thing.
When you say when he said, I came not to send peace but a sword, do you think he was seeking peace? Like, do that make you think he was seeking peace with these other nations, man? No, he's ready to go to war with it.
Right.
Our king ready to go to war with him. The greatest man to ever walk this earth is saying, I'm ready to go to war, man. I ain't come to send no peace, but I came to send the sword. Keep going.
Come. Verse 35. It's lucky. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
They say, I'm come to set a man at variance against his father. Here it is. Keep going.
Come. And the daughter against her mother.
Mm-hmm.
And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
It is the Lord saying, Christ is saying, listen, I'm coming to set people against each other. You feel me?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like the only way you won't be against your people is you keep these law, statutes, commandments. You understand?
Right.
But this is how you, like right now, when the scriptures say, do not seek peace with them, do not seek peace or their prosperity. You got some that's going to seek their peace and their prosperity. Christ is going to set you at odds with the person that say, we shouldn't be seeking that peace and prosperity, man.
Right.
Why do you think here in ISUPK we got so many enemies, man?
Right.
Why do you think in here in ISUPK everybody want to come up against everything that we say, despite the fact that we're reading from the Bible? People always say, well, that's your interpretation. That's how you feel about it. That's not what it's saying. You know why people have that? Because Christ is setting this division, man.
Right.
You know what the purpose of this division is? What's the purpose of Christ creating this division, man, and bringing a sword instead of peace? Why does Christ have to do that?
It's like, sir.
Oh, wait, anybody in the chat can try to take some of these questions too.
You
see what I'm saying? Like you got to think, why would Christ say he came not to send peace, but to send a sword? Why is Christ saying that, man? Go ahead, you can take it.
It's like, yes, sir, because it never was meant for us to be peaceful with them. And
True.
Plus justice.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, pretty much. Because when we chose to follow behind them, you know what I mean? We basically disrespect our king and the father. You feel me? So like, yeah, it's penalty to that.
And also, here's the thing. Our king is drawing this line in the sand, right? So he said, I'm setting division. It's gonna be people that follow me, and it's gonna be people that go against me.
Right.
You're gonna know who Christ is with, who the Most High is with, when it comes time for that sword to be drawn.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of these fake camps out here, a lot of these other nations out here, what they fail to realize is the Lord has set division amongst us, man. The Lord has set division because he's going to show the earth who's with, man. Yeah, man. And we talking about seeking peace with these other nations, we shouldn't do it. But here's the thing. If you're one of these fake camps and you're in that Christian church and you're in that Muslim mosque, guess what? He's going to set the division there too.
Right.
He's going to draw his line in the sand with you too. And here's the thing. You're going to have to choose. Your numbers don't mean nothing. A lot of them join these fake groups and stuff like that because they got a lot of numbers.
Right.
Christ don't give a damn about them numbers. You feel me? Christ is setting division because the Most High is going to show you who he's with. He's going to show you who his spirit is with when he set this division. That's why I talked about him setting a mother against a son, a father against a son. But
you got a comment, sir. Officer Bakar said, Because the Most High God of Israel is a separatist.
Come. He's absolutely a separatist. You feel me? He's called us to separate, man. That's what the word holy means.
Right.
The word holy literally means to separate, man. You understand? Like people make it mystical that holy means something magical. You feel me?
Right.
It means something, something divine, something, something spooky. When they say you are a holy people, that means you're a separate people, man. As Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we should not be assimilating to nobody else's culture. We should not be doing the things that these other nations do, man. Engaging in their culture, engaging with their false gods, engaging with their activities. None of that. Their moral compass is shot. You see what I'm saying? We're the most moral people on the face of this earth, man.
Right.
So we dumb ourselves down to seek the peace of nation, to seek the peace from people who can't tie our sandals, man.
Right.
And that's what we got to understand. That's why it makes us cowardly. It makes us weak, man. Let me get Jeremiah 2:14, brother.
Come. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 14. It says, is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?
It says Israel. Read that again. Read it slow though.
Con. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 14. Is Israel a servant?
It says Israel a servant, man. Oh, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, are we servants, man?
Right.
That's what the Lord is asking. Yeah, man, are we servants?
Right.
You understand? Like, is that what we have called to be? Servants to these other nations, man?
Right.
Go ahead.
Come. Is he a homeborn slave?
Is he a homeborn slave? The Lord is asking, is my people, are we a homeborn slave? You understand? Like, is this the mentality that we got? Is this who we become?
Come.
Keep going.
Come. Why is he spoiled?
Why is he spoiled, man? When they say why is he spoiled, you know what that means? Why is he destroyed?
Right.
People use that word spoiled now, and they make it like, they make it something, so pretty. He spoils me.
Right.
She spoils me. Nah. These other nations spoil us. That means they ruin us, man.
Right.
You understand? Like, being spoiled means you're aging like milk and not wine. You feel me?
Right.
Spoiled milk gets thrown out. It gets discarded. You feel me? It has no use. It has no purpose. And that's what the Lord is saying. Are we a homeborn slave, man? Why are we so spoiled? Why are we so destroyed, man? Why have we become so useless to him? Why have we become so much of a non-factor when it comes to serving him, man? You know why? It's because we've sought the peace. We've sought the peace of these other nations, man. And we become the best version of them and not of who we are, man.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And one of the heavy part when he asked, is he a homeborn slave?
Come.
A lot of people don't really understand the homeborn part, right? A homeborn slave is different from a first person being slave.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? So imagine, my bad, sir.
No,
but imagine, right? If when you first get captured, you a slave and you of age. Every day you're gonna be fighting. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't supposed to be over here. You ain't like, they captured you. A homeborn slave is somebody that's been born into captivity and oppression.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no fight in them.
Right.
They believe this is the way of life. You know what I'm saying? We gotta really understand as a people why we tell you like you need to get into this book. Because the scriptures is literally telling Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people about their life today. We ain't fighting no oppressors. Right. We comfortable with sitting there, you know what I mean, and allowing these type of things to happen. Because the Nolan Wells situation, right, that you brought up earlier, sir, When they showed the pictures of his funeral, guess who showed up?
Who?
None but brothers. Why he wasn't with them on that trip?
And it's like the devil was supposed to be his best friend, right?
Yeah, right.
He ain't come.
He ain't come.
I mean,
and the sad part about that whole situation, right? What's going to happen? And hopefully he get justice for what happened. But guess what, Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people? We all know if he don't, I mean that's normal.
yeah.
Like we all know. We find out that Nolan Wells didn't get justice for what happened to him. When the news come out, a lot of people gonna be like, "Yo, that's crazy."
Yeah.
Man, that happened all the time, though.
Yeah.
We accept it. So it's like,
what you bring out is a heavy point. You feel me? Because being a homeborn slave, like you said, the difference in being a homeborn slave and being a first, a First Nation or first tier slave, like you said, when the first slaves came over, they fought because they knew that they were being given over to a people who hated them.
right,
They knew that they were fighting for their very life, for their freedom. You see what I'm saying? When you're a homeborn slave and you're born you're born into captivity, it's a sense of normalcy you get with being dominated.
right,
Like it's not a normal or natural state of mind to be in, to be conquered and to be dominated. You feel me?
right,
Nations have went to war so that they will not be dominated.
right.
You ever heard of the phrase "death before dishonor"?
Come,
You got people who would rather die than to be subject or to be, made a mockery of. You see what I'm saying? And you got some people that saying, you know what? If we can't beat them, we might as well join them.
right.
You see what I'm saying? That's a homeborn slave. Ain't nothing I can do about it. You see what I'm saying? Why you always complaining? You see what I'm saying? We got equal rights and all this. You feel me? We can vote now.
Right.
At least we can vote. We couldn't even do that. We can go to a restaurant now. We could drink out the same water fountains now.
Right.
That's a homeborn slave.
Oh God.
Good.
So like, what you bring it out is so heavy when you brought up the fact. Our people follow America so much, but when it comes to fighting without what did you say, die dishonor? Them devils. When the Britain tried to conquer America, them devils fought, and then they thought they used to tell us, yo, we not. That's what they give us the whole speech about freedom in America when we was in the military. Is like, yo, we never gonna let no other nation try to oppress our people. We over there fighting for our people. But meanwhile, our people follow behind them, but don't pick that up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They pick up everything up, but don't pick that up.
Yeah.
Don't let nobody oppress you. That's what America keep trying to tell everybody why they fought their wars. Yeah. We wasn't trying to be oppressed. But meanwhile, they're oppressing our people, and our people again, what you bringing out, you know what I'm saying? They acting like cowards.
Yeah, and that's the homeborn slave part, because here's the thing. How do you put on and how do you go into the military? Here's the thing. We understand that a lot of brothers going to the military because it's like, man, ain't nothing else out here. You try, you for some reason you feel like you got to make something of your life.
Oh God.
You see what I'm saying? You feel like, man, shit, school ain't for me. I'm gonna be on these streets. I'm gonna be hustling. I might as well go into the army, make some money, get a career. I know most brothers are thinking like that. But here's the flip side to that, right? You're now enlisting, and you're ready to go to war, to fight and kill for an oppressor that slaughtered your people. Do you know there was people? It was black soldiers that went over and fought in World War II, and when they came home, matter of fact, before they even came home, they had hostages over there.
Right.
They had war criminals and hostages over in World War II, and when it came time for them to feed the people, the war criminals and hostages, they ate before the black soldiers.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And then when the black soldiers came back, they came back to the United States, they were made a mockery of. You understand? They still could not go into restaurants and sit down and eat. They, despite them killing and putting their life on the line for this oppressor, they came back and were made to feel and be belittled by the same people they fought for, man.
Right.
Like shit, look at it right now. How many black veterans have you seen homeless? You know how many black veterans that you have that are homeless right now?
Right.
That can't get health insurance? You fought for this country and you got to sleep on the street and you don't even have health insurance. You don't have a pension. You see what I'm saying? You go to the Salvation Army and, you know, you got to wait a month to even be considered to be seen.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, this is the conditions that we are placed in when we seek the peace of our oppressor, man. When we seek the peace of these other nations, man, specifically the so-called white man, this is how we live, man.
Right.
This is why the Lord said, man, we are homeborn slaves. We're homeborn slaves. There's no fight in us no more, man. Where is the fight? Where is the stand-up at, man? Like, we're going to get into the Nola Wells story in a second, but here's the thing. What if there was a young Asian out there?
Right.
What if there was a young Asian that went out there with them so-called white boys, man? And that young Asian went out there and got his head busted, something like that, and he never came home. And everybody else came home.
Right.
China would stand up for him.
Right.
They would send diplomats that would be on the news, and they would say, listen, X, Y, and Z is not going to happen until we get to the bottom of this. You feel me?
Right.
And you know what's going to happen? They're going to do a proper investigation. And somebody's going to be found guilty. One of them going to have to take the charge.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If let it been an Arab on that boat, man, and that happened to him, the whole Arab world would have stood up for that.
Right.
That's why we keep telling black people, you know, because you'll have black people in the comments that say, well, how can we expect them to treat us a certain way if we don't treat us a certain way?
Right.
But that same black person don't realize that these are acts of war.
Right.
We are at war. The same way you talk about black people having crime, Asians they commit crime against each other. They're in close proximity. Every race of people have crimes against their people because of they're in close proximity to each other. That's a normal thing, but it's a crime.
Right.
When other nations start to touch you, when other races of people start to touch you, it is considered an act of war.
Right.
And that's what we're not understanding, man. We are at war and we are being destroyed and we're still seeking peace, man. Somebody coming up to us and slapping you across the mouth every time you talk, man, shut up. And we saying, excuse me, sir, can I do this for you?
Right.
Excuse me, sir, can I sit at your table? Like, that's what we do, man. It's like we bowed and we bend the knee to them, man. For what?
Right.
Oh, you hear something?
That what you bringing out is heavy, man. A lot, like how people truly gotta really understand, like, how powerful this class is. Because a lot of us don't really understand that, like, you will really fuss with your brother to the point of unaliving him.
Yeah.
And the devil come around and now you super polite.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I never understood, like, somebody out here creating crime and being a menace in his own community. Then he get in front of the white person. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But won't have that same decorum, you know what I mean, for a brother that look just like him.
Right.
Like, we gotta really understand, like, how much of a coward we are becoming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think you brought out one time we was talking and you was like, yo, listen, all them drug dealers, all them people who become sliding and all that, listen, they cowards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because here in the ISUBK, we will go on the corner and tell the white man that he is a devil in his country.
Right.
We ain't worried. We ain't cowards. You know what I'm saying? But you a coward if you are quick to unalive your brother. It used to be, you know, when like you and your brother scrapping or whatever, or getting in an argument and somebody else come around, we'll stop fighting and be like, yo, who is you?
Right.
That's how we gotta treat these other nations. Like,
Powerful nothing.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So like, what you bringing out is real heavy.
Yeah, nah. What you saying is heavy because here's the thing. We look at the dope dealers and the drug dealers in the community, and we look at them as the people to model our life after. You see what I'm saying? Not knowing that same drug dealer, that dope boy, you see what I'm saying? He is petrified of the so-called white man.
Right.
You understand? He is scared of the white man. You understand? That's why he's selling his dope and his coke.
Right.
To his own people. You understand? Like, they give black people, they give the so-called gangsters, they give the so-called black gangsters or Muslims, because they sell a lot of heroin out of the mosque. You see what I'm saying? But they give us drugs, they put drugs in our community, they put guns in our community for us to destroy us. And guess what? We do it.
Right. No questions asked.
We do it. You feel me? And that makes me a real ninja.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Nah, that makes me cowardly, man.
Right.
The man that's putting the drugs in our community, the man that's putting the guns in the community, you understand, unlawfully. That is your enemy out.
Right.
That is the person you should be going to war with. Not the people that you're trying to destroy. That's your people. You see what I'm saying? Like, we don't understand because we've been homeborn slaves for so long. We look at anybody in their prosperity. That's why that scripture is so heavy where it says, seek not their peace, nor their prosperity. We see a people that because you got on new clothes, you got a nice car, you rock jewelry, you see what I'm saying? Like, you got women around you, this, that, and the third. We look at them and say, you know what? I want to be like that.
Right.
And not only do I want to be like that, you feel me? I want to get it how they got it. You see what I'm saying? And that's where the downfall occurs. It's nothing wrong with a Black, Hispanic, or Native American man wanting a better condition in his life, wanting to do better, wanting to have more. It's nothing wrong with that. You see what I'm saying? But there's a difference when you start realizing that this person only got this. He only obtained this because he's destroyed God's people.
Right.
And you say, in order for me to get it, I got to destroy God's people, and that's what I'm going to do. That's a big difference out.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what this oppressor do. But because we seek peace with them, that's why I said, when you seek peace with them, you naturally declare war against your own people.
Right.
Because here's the one thing about the so-called white man. He's going to make you prove your loyalty to him.
Come on.
It ain't no free rides. It ain't no free rides with him. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you want, you bet you gonna have to prove this. And a lot of times it's gonna come at the expense of your own people, man.
Right.
Let me get Psalms 55 and 21, local show.
Come on. Psalms chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
They say the words of his mouth are smooth as butter, man. That's how the so-called white man talk, you know. Especially when he's trying to get you. Especially when he's trying to get you to, sell your own people out. When he's trying to get you to move on and do something that you ain't supposed to be doing. His words are smoother than butter.
Come on.
And he's gonna tell you, if you wanna do this, and you want to sit next to me, that comes at a price.
Right.
And you're gonna have to pay it. His words are smoother than butter. Boy.
Come. But war was in his heart.
They say, but war's in his heart, man, and that's what we don't realize.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Them smooth words, and you feel like you about to come up, and you feel like, man, I'm ready to do better. I'm about to get this, I'm ready to get that. You feel me? That comes at a price, man. That so-called white man is at war with you. He just seduced you. You see what I'm saying? And now that he just seduced you and he got you in his pocket, guess what? You better not ever say nothing on behalf of your people.
Right.
If you don't talk the way I talk, I'll take back everything that you have.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's how it works, man. Like, we got to understand who we dealing with. we got to understand who we're at odds with. You feel me? For a black man to be at odds with another black man, like, what do you prosper by having or going to war with another brother?
Right.
You understand? Like, who needs your love more than who? As a black man, who needs your love more than another black man? Here's the thing: the so-called white man don't need our love. Huh?
Right.
It can't do nothing for him.
Right.
You understand? Like, we cannot do nothing for the so-called white man. Huh? He do not need our love, but guess what? Our brother does.
Right.
You understand? Our brother needs our mercy. He needs our love and our compassion. The so-called white man don't need it. Huh? But that's the person we give all of it to. That's the person that's the person that, you know, when he say he's sick, we say we sick, a boss.
Gone.
You see what I'm saying? Like, his issues are now our issues.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, here it is, he's talking about Iran, and he's talking about, you know, what in the Middle East, what's going on. Like, I'll be honest with you. Outside of it being prophecy, I don't give a damn what's going on over there. You feel me? I don't care damn who's dropping bombs on who. I don't give two damn. I'm telling you, outside of it being prophecy, you see what I'm saying? And that's that the teacher tell people. I don't give a damn about what's going on over there. You feel me? I care about what's going on in the hood, man.
Right.
What's going on in these barrios? What's going on on the reservations? That's what matters to me, man. I don't care about what's happening in Iran.
Right.
I don't care about Hamas. I don't care about none of them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I remember I think it was it Vlad?
Gone.
I don't know who it was. It was a black rapper. I don't know if it was Drake or somebody.
He was mad at, I think, Salakia, sir. He was Vlad was mad at Drake for not speaking out.
Yeah. Vlad been a Jewish man.
Right.
He got mad at Drake for not speaking out when Israel and Hamas was going to war.
Right.
You know, as if Drake's he's supposed to pick a side, and you supposed to condemn Hamas, and you supposed to speak against this. You see what I'm saying? So the so-called white man got mad at a brother because that brother did not take on his fight. But here it is, day after day, you got Vlad on TV,
right,
interviewing and provoking gang wars between black men.
Gone.
You see what I'm saying? And he gets mad at a black man for not having a position on that.
Right.
That's a homeboy. Like that. That's how they look at us. Huh? That's how they view us. They view us in the sense that, listen, y'all are home. Y'all are our slaves.
Right.
How dare us go through something and y'all don't feel our pain?
Gone.
That's how they view us, man. Not only Vlad, Adam 22.
Gone.
You see what I'm saying? All of them two in particular.
Trap Lil Ross, all of them. Listen, they single-handedly started gang wars. Gone.
You see what I'm saying? They have rival gang members come up on the show hours apart.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But then when they get in there, then when the so-called white man, when he has a problem or issue, you turn to a black man and say, what's your position?
Right.
Like the arrogance of it out. They say his words are smooth as butter, man, but war is in his heart. And that's what we got to understand. We seeking peace with somebody who's at war with us. How can we ever win something like that, man? Go ahead.
It was a time they used to say sneaking and geeking, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be like, you think one of your brothers, you know what I mean, he got some alternative motive against you.
Yeah.
Right? The crazy part about that is if our brother look at us wrong, we feel like he got an alternative motive against us.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the white man is smiling in your face. He got the alternative motive. He got the alternative. And that's what the scriptures is letting you know. He gonna say, hi, hey, how you doing today? And he give you that weak smile they always give you, them devils. You know what I'm saying? Gonna give you that. And meanwhile, while you thinking everything cool, next day, you know, you see the boys or something pop up. You like, yo, what happened? Well, you know, I ain't like that you was walking this type of way or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they all about.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you one of my favorite pastimes is when I'm watching YouTube and I watch Karens getting pepper sprayed.
Oh yeah, Karens, yeah.
Listen, and it be males too. I love seeing the so-called white man get pepper sprayed out. Just to see their entitlement and how they run up on people and how they try to address people with their arrogance until a little bit of pain touch them. You feel me? And you seen all the coward come out of them.
Real talk.
Like you see the coward come out of them so quick. That's why it's like it's cowardly of us to seek. Why are we seeking peaceful people like that out?
Right.
Like the so-called white man don't want face-to-face confrontation. You know why? Because he knows he's naturally weak.
Right.
You understand? Like we don't understand it as a people because he has more money than us, because he has a military. Do you not know that when we serve the Most High will call a legion?
Right.
He will send a legion down to destroy any of our enemies out. We do not have to bend over backwards and get on our knees, man, and worship him, man.
Come on.
We don't have to do that out. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. And on that point, when you said the Most High will bring a legion down, listen, the Bible is our history, blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. That's the evidence. And you know the crazy part about that? All the other nations know.
Right.
As long as if we rock with the Most High and do what he say do, it's a wrap for them. That's why they go so hard to keep telling you, like, yeah, this is the white man's book. It's for everybody. They doing that because they know their history. And in their history, the children of Israel was smoking them. Nothing they could do with us until, you know what I mean, we stop following these laws, statutes, and commandments.
Grab that. Let me get Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10, brother. We're going to go over to 18, right?
Come on. Ecclesiasticus.
Come. That's the thing, like, man, the Christian church taught us, man, that we got to love our enemies. You understand? This, that, and the third. When the Bible say love thy enemy is thyself, you know who that's talking about? It's talking about your brother.
Right.
It's not talking about these other nations, man.
Right.
Do you not know that the Lord hates these other nations? The Lord don't give a damn about these other nations. When the Bible say, you know, love thy brothers thyself, or you know, love thy enemy, it's talking about your brother, man. It ain't talking about these other nations, man. That's the thing. A lot of people like to read the Bible, but they don't read it contextually.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They make it seem like we just read anything and pull anything out the air, but we read it contextually.
Right.
You understand? Like reading comprehension is a real thing. You see what I'm saying? If you can't comprehend what you're reading contextually, you don't understand what the author of the story is trying to tell you.
Right.
And that's what we're lacking. And that's what we've lacked in the Christian church. You know why? Because the Christian church is white supremacy.
That's right.
So as long as you can dumb the people down, you see what I'm saying, and don't force people to actually want to learn. That's why you got all these different religions and so many different false gods out here, because no one wants to do the work. You feel me?
Right.
So,
check it. You
got that?
Con.
Go ahead.
Start at 10, right?
Yeah, start at 10.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
It's a never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, man. It's talking about the so-called white man. He is our enemy, man.
Right.
People say, man, how is he your enemy? You feel me? The Lord said he's our enemy, man.
Right.
You go back and read the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and it's going to point out who our enemy is, man. It's the so-called white man. It said, never trust him, man. The Lord said, don't seek his peace and don't ever trust him. But like his iron rusted, so is his wickedness. You understand? Like, here's the thing. He's going to be who he is. He cannot change. You know, I like how they say you can put lipstick on the pig, you feel me? But at the end of the day, it's still a pig. You feel
right.
me? You can dress it up all you want to. It's going to be what it is. You feel me? The so-called white man is going to be who he is, man. I don't care how beautiful you try to make him. I don't care how docile and friendly and brotherly you try to make him. He is who he is, man.
Right.
The Lord is the one who created him, and he's telling us his characteristics. He's giving us the blueprint. Never trust him. You understand? But here it is because we want to see peace, you know. You hear brothers, man, I've had more white people treat me right than brothers, you feel me? But what you don't realize is the reason the brothers ain't treating you right is because of the conditions that same white man is treating you right, put them in.
Right.
I always say, man, everybody like dealing with the branches. Let's deal with the roots of this tree, man.
Come.
Let's deal with the cause of it. Don't deal with the effects. Deal with the cause of it. Keep going.
Come. Verse 11. Though he humble himself.
So he humbled himself. You never see the so-called white man when he, you know, especially when he, this is how you know the so-called white man about to set you up. He come at you so humble. He talks soft. He almost getting that little crouching state, like, you know, like he, you know, ask you a question, you know, a real docile.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Real, you know, tenderism. You see what I'm saying? Just soft and weak.
Right.
You know, it said, read it again.
Come. Though he humble himself.
So he humbled himself. Go ahead.
And go crouching.
And go crouching. They go with the, you know, bending down, trying to, like, you know, all he doing is seducing.
Right.
All he's doing is running game. You feel me? The Lord say, even though he humbled himself and go crouching, go ahead.
Yet take good heed and beware of him.
It say, take good heed and beware of him, man. Beware of him. Like, you don't know what you're dealing with. The Lord is telling you what you're dealing with.
Right.
You don't know what you're dealing with. You feel me? This is a vicious beast, the most subtle beast, subtle beast in the earth, man. This is what you're dealing with. So when you want to seek peace with him and you want to trust him and you think he's a good person, the Lord is warning you.
Right.
Take good heed of him. Go ahead.
Come. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass.
Man, listen, just pay attention to him. And it's going to be like you wipe the looking glass, man. You're going to see right through it.
Right.
You're going to see all his flaws. You're going to see all his characteristics. And more importantly, you're going to see his motives.
Right.
You understand? You're going to see his true intention when you listen to the Lord, man. Because it's going to shine forth. He can't hide it. He can't hide who he is. Just like we can't hide who we are.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, we are Negroes. You see what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say that, that's who we is. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
There ain't nothing wrong with it. We talk a certain way. You understand? Like, we joke a certain way. You see what I'm saying? Like, everything we do is so different. You feel me? And as much as you try to change it, it's still in you.
Right.
So if it's in us, it's in them too.
Right.
Go ahead.
Come. And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
And listen, you're gonna see right through him, and you're gonna say, man, you know what? I thought this was a cool white boy right here, man.
Come.
Or you're gonna say, I thought she was a cool white girl. You feel me? Next thing you know, you're going upstate for being or going into the box after they done unalived you because she done falsely accused you.
Come.
You see what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all seen the clip with Dean the Great and Adrian Broner.
Come.
They got the little stream going on, and I just seen the clip recently. It was two white girls. And Dean on one side, two white girls in the middle, AB on the other side. And she was like, one of them said, I'm scared sitting in the middle of y'all two. And Dean, look, he said, oh, no. He said, come on, AB. He got him out the situation.
Come.
And he went to the security and said, they got to go. Listen, he just saved his life
Right.
by doing that. And she was setting the play up right now. Because if
Come.
he wouldn't have did that on camera, her saying that she was scared sitting in between them two, off camera, them two there, they can say anything under the sun. And both of them brothers going up the river. You see what I'm saying?
Come. What you bringing out is so heavy because we, Command and General Yohana, put out a video. Listen, they be hunting us.
Mm-hmm.
And they know AB be doing stuff he ain't supposed to be doing. So like you said, that's the play right there. If I say it on camera and the camera get it, once we get on camera, I can say anything happened.
Yeah.
Because I had evidence on camera. Like, we got to understand, listen, man, stop hanging out with them.
Hey, listen, it's a lie. I ain't even cut you off.
You good,
listen, they got classes.
Come.
Like, they got classes out where they teach each other how to trap a black man. You know?
Right.
Especially an athlete or entertainer. They actually go to class, man, and they learn what to say. You think you got these brothers out here, man, she do everything for me. She my peace.
Right.
Stop being so goddamn weak.
Right.
She my peace. You see what I'm saying? She about to take all your money.
Right.
She might take your life. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what you got to understand. Like, yeah, it's easy to get frustrated with a sister. A sister gonna run her mouth and she gonna talk her shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, she gonna do her. She is. And we got to correct that. But at the end of the day, that sister ain't gonna get you unalive because she said you did something to her that you didn't do.
Right.
You understand? When she goes before that court and she takes $750 million, Tiger Woods, all that golfing and all that training and all that hard work, you feel me, just for you to marry a devil.
Right.
She stayed with you just long enough to get that portion that she been looking for, and she bounced, man. The next thing you know, you left picking up the pieces.
Amen.
You see what I'm saying? That's how it works. You understand? The Most High say, like, you gonna see who they are, man. You want to see the truth of them. Don't see the truth of them after the fact.
Right.
Don't be the person that got to learn the lesson because you got sniped, because you got tricked out of your position. You see what I'm saying? Don't be that person. See who they are and see the play before it happened, man.
Right.
That's what the Lord is giving us right now. Keep going.
Come. Verse 12. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
It's a set him not by thee. You feel me? A lot of people, they want to do things and they want to side with the so-called white man. They want to you put them right there. You give them the game. You see what I'm saying? Like, the so-called white man, he'll come to you and he'll be humble. He'll play his role to a T. And here it is, you giving him game. You raising him up for real. You see what I'm saying? Until he learn the ropes. And then when he learn the ropes, read that part again.
Come. When he have overthrown thee.
That's what he's going to do. He's going to overthrow you, black man. He's going to overthrow you. Go ahead.
Come. He stand up in thy place.
He stands up in your place. Like, this is what happens, man. Like, when we seek peace with them, they sit there and they gather information. They learn the ropes, you feel me? And then they snipe us.
Right.
Stand up in our place. Go ahead.
Come. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat.
That's what happens. You let the so-called white man be your right hand man. He's going to seek to take your spot, man. He's going to take your seat. You understand? He's going to come in your house and he's going to sit in your chair and have your woman feed him first.
Right.
Think it's a joke, but it ain't. You see what I'm saying? This is what they've always done, man. They come in and use us to gain information. And when they get the information, they discard us. You understand? They discard us, and what they do is they take our place and stand in our position, man. They stand in our position. We supposed to be the judges of the earth. So-called white man, until he stood up and took our position, right? Keep going.
Come. And thou at last remember my words.
And then at last you remember the Lord's word, where it said, "Never trust thine enemy," man.
Right.
For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, man. Don't be on the other side of that. Most of us have been on the other side of that already. If you've been on the other side of that, you know how I feel, man. And it ain't a good feeling to know that you got tricked out of your position by a white boy at that. You feel me? Or by a white girl at that. Go ahead.
It's a lot. And this scripture right here, so my family, right? My uncle built a $1 million business and got tricked out of his bag because his best friend was a devil. And the devil now the owner of the business.
Yeah.
And my uncle worked for him.
Yeah.
And you know how many stories that is for a lot of our people? It's a restaurant called Miss Shirley's that is at the airport.
Yeah.
She got, like, that's what they do. And that's why, man, the scriptures be so real.
Shit, and not only that, Look at the greatest thing that they done tricked us out of, our identity.
Identity, gone.
You understand? They sitting in our lane,
Right.
claiming to be us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Claiming to be us in our land. And the earth agrees with them.
Gone. That's crazy.
We taught them. We the ones who taught them. And they turned our culture into a religion now. And they prospered off of it.
Right.
We set them at the right hand and taught them. And they stood up in our place. And then we'll remember, damn, we should have never trusted them.
Right.
The North American, the Native Indians, man.
Help them though.
Help them. Show them how to bathe. Show them how to hunt. Show them how to be clean. They learn the ropes. Native American set him next to him. He raised up on him. You feel me? Took his spot unalive.
Oh God.
Good.
Like when the devils came over here, it'd have been like, you know how we hear stories of the Bermuda Triangle. If our people ain't help them, it'd have been like, that's a lost voyage.
Yeah.
They'd have made movies. They still would have been in Britain, like, yo, every time they can't survive over here if it wasn't for our people.
Shit, they probably wouldn't even be here. Like they was all
Yeah,
sick.
they wouldn't. They
They was all
decided.
sick. You feel me? And that's the crazy part. That's why read that last part again.
Gone. It says, and thou shalt know. Salaki, my bad. It says, never let him sit by thee, by thy right hand, lest he take thy seat.
Mm-hmm.
And thou at last remember my words and be pricked therewith.
Yeah, and be pricked with it. That's what happens, man. You call that white boy your brother, your buddy. And then when he do you wrong, you remember these scriptures, and when the Lord say don't trust him, then you're going to be pricked out.
Right.
Damn.
Hey.
You know, people don't like when you say I told you so.
Yeah.
That's what the Lord's saying. I told you so. Like, I gave you the blueprint on them. I gave you game on them. And you didn't listen.
Right.
Now you gotta take the punishment that comes with it. You feel me?
Gone.
And hopefully you learn. Hopefully you get another opportunity. It's a lot of us that don't get other opportunities. You feel me?
Gone.
There's a lot of us that don't get that second chance, man. Nolan Wells didn't get that second chance. You feel me?
Right.
He didn't get another chance. You feel me? His right hand man was the devil. He goes on a trip with him July 4th, celebrating his best friend's Independence Day.
Right.
All of them come back and he don't come back.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because he sought to have peace with them and didn't abide by these scriptures, Nolan Wells is no longer here, man.
Gone.
Because Martin Luther King told us that he had a dream that little black boys and little white girls could walk hand in hand and stuff. Because he had that dream, Nolan Wells is no longer with us, man.
Gone.
Because he sought peace with our oppressor, man. When the Lord told him not to. How many other Nolan Wells are they out here, man? How many of us, how many other Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans got to learn the lesson of Nolan Wells, man?
Right.
You understand? Like, this happened in Mississippi. Of course, they didn't got the autopsy done. They didn't folded everything up, threw all the evidence in the trash. You feel me? They get a independent investigation, another autopsy, and because the body is so decomposed, they don't have all of the necessary. They can't gather all of the necessary information to make a ruling on the case.
Right.
But they can't rule out foul play.
Right.
He had a bruise on the back of his head, which is consistent with blunt force trauma. But they can't prove it because his body is so decomposed. So when they go to the original autopsy, they didn't threw the evidence away.
Yeah.
Come on, man. How many more of us have to be Nolan Wells, man?
Right.
How many more of us has to lose our life, man, before we remember these oracles right here? Before we remember what the Lord just told us, man, to never trust these devils, man. How many of our sons will perish because we don't teach them this, man?
Right.
How many of our daughters Like we talking about Nola Wells. Do you know how many sisters?
Right.
Do you know how many sisters are getting their butts whipped? They getting their butt. They talk about black men. They talk about black men like we hate black women. These same black women that go to these white men, they ain't gonna say it because they don't want to hear "I told you so."
Right.
So because you don't want to hear that "I told you so," you know how many sisters are going through so much abuse dealing with these white men?
Come.
They calling them all types of N-words and stuff when they get mad at them. Throwing all type of racial slurs at them. Like this is what's happening. They beating them halfway to death. And the Lord say, listen, you're gonna go through that experience, and if you're lucky, you can go back and say, listen, this is what the Lord told me.
Right.
Lord told me don't let him don't make him my right hand, never to trust him. Lord say, if I just listen to him, I see right through him. You see what I'm saying? Like this is what we got to understand. Seeking peace with a people who hate you and hate your people. 3 things that happen, right? It exposes you to further manipulation. You understand? It's your attempts at peace looks and feels like I actually, research this. It's your attempts at peace looks and feels like weakness.
Right.
When you're trying to make peace with a people that hates you, by you going to them and looking for peace, it looks like weakness. You feel me? Like, do you not know what I did to your grandparents?
Right.
Do you not know what my grandfather did to your grandparents?
Right.
And you want to be cool with me? All right. I can do the same thing to you. You are weak.
Weak.
This is how the so-called white man looks at us as we seek peace from him, man. Then they use and gather personal information to use against us and to gaslight us about history.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like you ever bring out a truth of history that the so-called white man don't want to acknowledge, and he'll make it like you tripping.
Right.
He'll make it seem like you don't have the right history. You see what I'm saying? Like, do you not know what y'all did to us in slavery?
Right.
Do you not know what you did to the North American Indians? You came over here and pillaged and conquered. You see what I'm saying? And you did it in such a violent, disgusting way. And you know what you called it? Manifest destiny.
Right.
You say the Lord divinely gave you this honor, this right, the authority to unalive these people that was at peace with you. You see what I'm saying? But that's what happens to us as we seek their peace. You understand?
Right.
It exposes us to further manipulation. Another thing it does, it's an erosion of self-respect. You see what I'm saying? Continually explaining yourself or trying to fit in to keep the peace, it trains you to abandon your needs, your people needs, and your own dignity out.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You trying to seek peace with this oppressor, it's you training yourself to never talk about the crime that these other nations have committed against us, man. You don't even want to hear the things that's happened to your people when you're so close to the so-called white man. Because you know why? You don't even want to offend him. You don't even want him feeling bad, despite the fact that your people have lost lives, man. That's what it does, man. How can you have any self-respect when you can't even talk about the crimes of your people? Because the people who did this to your people, you don't want to offend them.
Right.
What kind of self-respect can you have for yourself? Huh? You understand? And then next, isolation, man. See, it teaches you that you will never be accepted among them, no matter what you do. Nolan Wells would have never been accepted amongst them, no matter what he did. You understand? No matter how he tried to dress, no matter how he tried to look, he would have never been accepted to them. You feel me? And then on the flip side, you can't even be accepted in your own people because you look down on your own people, man.
Right.
You isolate yourself by seeking peace with them, man. You understand? You can't be around them because truthfully, you know that they not gonna give you the same, they're not gonna play the same hand that they would play with each other.
Right.
With you. but then you kind of feel like you're above your own people. You feel like you're better than your own people. So you can't really be one with your own people. You see what I'm saying? Now you're in the world with yourself, and you just praying that you get more like you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, something?
So I don't want to, like, you think, you ever been in a situation where a number of devils around and you feel some way like I done been to a bar and there's nothing but devils in there. I'm like, yo, why am I'm out? It's like a feeling you get.
Yeah.
Like, I'm starting to think that our people, that's we far removed from even getting that feeling anymore. Because ain't no way I'm going on a trip and ain't no brothers and no sisters on the trip. It's just me and nothing but devils. Yo, I don't even. What are we about to do?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That instinct in you, it slowly dies out.
Come.
Because we can't be nowhere and don't see us.
Come.
Without feeling some kind of way. That's the first thing you look for.
Yeah.
You like, man, where the brothers at?
Right.
You only want to eat at certain places if you don't see black people.
Right.
When you start to lose that instinct out, that's how you know you done sought peace with them.
Good night.
When you can go into a situation and it ain't none of you here, with none of us there, and you don't feel some kind of way, I've been on that boat. I'm comfortable. You see what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody sitting behind me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I couldn't have been comfortable. When you comfortable, it's because that instinct starts to die in you.
Right.
You got to suppress that instinct in you so much that the instinct that's going to save your life, it starts to diminish within you, man, because you love these people so much.
Gone.
You know how much you got to suppress to be around them and try to be comfortable? Do you know how much you got to suppress and how much you got to hold back?
Right.
To the point where as though you just start losing it all out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
you laughing at they weak jokes.
Yeah.
You know they ain't funny. You just
you know what I mean? Like you got to. You want to fit in.
Yeah, got to.
And meanwhile, they know this shit ain't funny.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you better laugh.
Right.
That wasn't funny to you?
Gone.
And like I said, they gonna challenge you on it.
Right.
They gonna challenge you, and they gonna challenge your loyalty out. And that's what they do. You understand? Real quick, let me get Zechariah 11:5 up at the show.
Come. Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. Whose posers slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. And their own shepherds pity them not.
Read that again. Read it slower.
Kind, sir. Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. Whose posers slay them?
Whose oppressors?
No, I got posers.
Zechariah chapter
11, verse 5.
Whose possessors? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Select my bad.
It say, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. You understand? Nolan Wells went on a trip. How many devils was it?
I know it's 4.
At least 4.
Come.
Slayed him. And none of them are going to hold themselves guilty, man.
Right.
They done made phone calls to their daddies. Their daddies that made phone calls to the mayor.
Right.
The mayor that made phone calls to the people doing the autopsy. Clean it up.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They do not hold themselves guilty out. You understand? They slay us and they do whatever the hell they want to do to us, and they hold themselves not guilty. Read the rest of that from me.
Come. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich.
That's what they saying. Blessed be the Lord, man.
Right.
My daddy gonna take care of this. You feel me? If I'm rich, I got the money to fight this. And make this go away. Go ahead.
Come. And their own shepherds pity them not.
And their own shepherds pity them not. You understand? Where your black leaders that's standing up?
Right.
This is how you know it's gonna be something gonna go wrong. Al Sharpton then got involved.
Oh Lord. Yeah.
Al Sharpton got involved. You feel me? He is a paid CIA informant. You feel me?
Come.
He is literally a whore for the so-called white man. You feel me? He's on the case. You feel me? They done sent a whore to investigate and to you know to facilitate Nolan Wells' death. You feel me? That's how you know nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, they getting not guilty.
Yeah. Like it said, your own shepherds pity them not, man.
Right.
And this is what we got to understand. You Black, Hispanic, and Native American, you seeking peace with these oppressors, man. It leads to nothing but destruction. It leads to death, and it leads to us being a people that we can't even recognize at the end of the day, man.
Right.
You understand? Like if you look at every plague, if you look at every vice, if you look at every issue we have in the Black, Hispanic, and Native American community, man, you know what it is? We follow these other nations. We follow these other nations, and we done assimilated so far into their culture that it looks like ours.
Right.
You understand? And that's where the problem lies. The problem lies in us. Like we have laws that we should be keeping, man. We literally have laws, statutes, and commandments the Lord told us to keep us safe, man. The Lord told us don't listen, don't befriend these people that's not your people. You understand? The Lord then gave us a blueprint. He then gave us game on how we should protect each other, man. But yet and still, we want to be peaceful, and we want to seek peace of people that's hated us, that's unalived us, and done so much damage. And guess what? They have always held themselves not guilty. You think that they give a damn about Nolan Wells being unalive?
Right.
No. What they give a damn about is their name being cleared. And when you search this history 10 years from now, their name don't pop up in the database so that they can go ahead and run a Fortune 500 company without no drama, without no scandals. You see what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen, man. Listen, let's learn the lesson, man, that the Lord is teaching us, man. Let's learn the lesson that he said in Zephaniah 2:1, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. Gather yourselves together. If you want to seek the peace of someone, let's seek the peace. Let us seek each other's peace, man.
Right.
Let us stop being at odds and being at war with each other and seek each other's peace, man. Because guess who needs it? We do.
Right.
So-called white man don't need our peace. He don't need our love. But every Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, woman, and child, we need each other's peace. We need each other's love, man. That's the only way we're going to come up out of these conditions, you understand?
That's right.
And with that, we're the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, coming straight out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under Commanding General Yohana. If it's not under Commanding General Yohana, it is not the truth, you understand?
That's right.
We've been bringing this out since 1969, that Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true biblical Jews of the Bible, and now oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks
That's
of, you understand? Hey, shalom, Baltimore, shalom, Israel. And we're going to bring up Officer Denial for reading the security announcement. Shalom.
Okay. These are the security announcements. We are the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to another brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other. After the 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment. You can find it in Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10 means 10th in Hebrew and pronounced Mayasher. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the Treasury Department or a teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like to give. Up and coming Holy Convocation. Did they bring up Memorial Blowing the Trumpets September 11th? We have the Memorial Blowing the Trumpets September 11th. Make sure you're in the building. Remind Akim and our WAP team to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to start to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headbands, and scarves. And with that, men of Israel, we're going to give one courteous salute to the teacher, men of Israel. Amazing Shabbat, Amazing Barak, Yahweh Simi Al Shah Brakatah.
Yeah, about to be up strap. No.
Yahweh Batah. Saul means the turn. Men of Israel, we're going to give one case to the systems of Israel. Amijah Shabbat, Amijah, Barak, Yahweh Shema Ladam by Simi Al Shah, Yahweh Batah. Class dismissed.
And you should see it too. You should see the homeless. Don't just go by the homeless, but see them. You should look at them. Look at them. Look at the number of them. Look at the condition of them, and wonder about it. This is a normal person that ended up in this situation. How? It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, we done been brainwashed to think the homeless is something special wrong with them. No, they you and me. But they in this situation. Why? How? What happened? What was done? This is your nation. You're supposed to be concerned. You got it for me?
Okay.
You know, our high power up here, he will always look out for us some kind of way. I just knew that y'all was a positive influence. Believe it, y'all presence makes a lot of difference also with these people, right? Because they won't act a fool like they usually would, you know, because y'all are here.